It's a new day, Newnan. Choking. Yes, it is. And I am the proprietor of Pinocchio's greatest lie. And his greatest lie is that he ain't texting his ex. Am I right, Pinocchio, you bad boy? This is Newnan Time with Harold. As you can tell by the beginning of this podcast episode, nothing is planned with the Newnan podcast with Harold. We hit that record button and we start talking and we see where the world takes us, which some people would call unprepared, unprofessional, and horrible and crappy, and they hate it. Other people, like me, call it what I'm gonna do anyways. Anyways, I am Newnan Time with Harold. That is Newnan Time with Harold on Facebook, Instagram, Newnan Podcast with Harold, and NewnanTimeWithHarold.com. We have a YouTube channel, Newnan Time with Harold on YouTube. They ain't anything like, if you go to the YouTube channel, you're not going to find anything that you would not find on the podcast or on the Facebook or on the Instagram. It's a good place to take the audio and the video things to make sure they don't get lost. And bloop, put them all right into one spot, and that spot would be the YouTube channel. Today is November 7th. It is my little brother's birthday today, so for starters, let's all say happy birthday to him. Happy birthday to him. He looks like my brother. Happy birthday to him. You can find him and I freestyle rapping if you head over to our Facebook or our YouTube channel. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's just called Harold and Jolly Saint Click Freestyle Rap, something like that. But we freestyle rap the comment section, and it is a whole thing, and it is, I don't know if it's good. You'd have to tell me. But today, what are we going to talk about today? Today, there's a couple things we're going to talk about. Firstly, the mayoral race has come and gone, and your new elected mayor is James Shepherd. We had him on the podcast. It's really like the first thing, as far as I know, the first thing he did to get traction, to kind of announce things were going to happen, was the podcast, and then he had a event, and then he's just been campaigning his beautiful butt off, and then we interviewed him a week and a half ago while he got his hair cut to make a Mad Lib. So James Shepherd is his name. Really excellent man. His wife excellent, his team excellent, his child excellent. Granted, this is coming from someone who likes pretty much everybody. I thought Brady was excellent. I thought Beck were excellent. Just enjoyable people. But I do have a special bond with James. Him and I got especially close. And I'm making it sound weird now. Either way, he's elected me to be the Speaker of the House. And not like in a political position. I'm just going to be at his house with a megaphone. And when he's like, oh man, I gotta set my alarm for 7 a.m. I'll be like, it's 7 a.m. I am the Speaker of the House. Beep, beep, beep. So instead of asking Alexa for things, they'll say, Harold, how many people are in India? And I'll be like, there's a bunch of them. Beep, beep, beep. So that's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be James Shepherd's Speaker of the House. So that's the big thing going on in Newnan. You got your regular old nonsense with data centers and roundabouts. There's a new noise ordinance being pushed. Some people are getting arrested. I'll tell you what. In the last, month and a half? 3 people. I keep seeing all these people that I know, and their faces is just popping up on the Coweta County crime page of being arrested. And it's like, guys, stop. Come on. And they're surprising. And they're all for different reasons. So it's like, chill. So I hope you don't get arrested as you're listening to this. If you are listening to this and you are getting arrested, I guess pause it and come back, because yeah, we do want to chat. Anyways, today let's talk about an adventure that me and Hanley went on. Hanley being my girlfriend, the girlfriend to the stars, and by the stars I mean me, Newnan Time with Harold. Her and I, we stay pretty busy, just between I have a child, she has 2 children, she works full time, I do whatever I do. whatever. I don't know if you want to call it work. I do things. And so we usually, when we schedule dates and events and stuff, it's a while in advance, and we know exactly what we're going to do. But the day after Halloween this year, I was like, hey, are we going to hang out? And she was like, hey, yeah, boy. And I was like, all right, well, let me just, we're just going to go on an adventure, because I like just going on adventures. So I already knew one thing we were going to do. So once it started hitting that little dark outside, I took Hanley there's this park over by the Carolyn Barron Montessori School. It's between the Carolyn Barron Montessori School and a dry cleaner. And I think Dunk's, one of the barbecue or wing places. There's some food is over there too. But there's this little park. And oh gosh, I'm dying. And constantly, when we drive by it, she's like, ooh, I wonder what's over there. I want to go to the mystery park sometime. So in my mind, I was like, as far as adventure goes, I know what we're going to do. We're going to go to that place. So I contacted the dry cleaners and was like, yo, can we park there? Because, oh, sure. They're like, cool. And so I parked there, and I took her to that park. And on the way to the park, as we were passing it, she goes, I still want to go to the mystery park one day. And I was like, heh, because I know that I'm about to take your ass to the mystery park. So we went to the mystery park, and it's fine. You walk by a couple benches, and then you end up in the cemetery, the graveyard, the big old graveyard. It is just a path to get to the graveyard. So we walked around and very respectfully looked at gravestones and talked about dead people, talked about trees, talked about who died, how long ago they died. Hanley got really into looking at the gravestones before she gets really close to it and guessing, I'm going to guess this gravestone's this old, and then she'd get over there and she'd be way off. It just turns out that those are just not very well-maintained gravestones. So that's what we did for our first handful of time, is we hung out with the dead. Isn't it weird? Like, you go to like a cemetery and be like, there's just like people, like there's just bodies all over the place. And I don't know enough about anything because I'm dumb to know, like, they like put stuff on the bodies when you pass to like keep it from like decaying too much, right? Like, if you open up the caskets, it's not going to be a bunch of like bone dust, is it? Or is it going to be like skeletons, like on Halloween? Or is it going to be like, it looks kind of like the person still? I guess it depends on how long they've been there. But then, like, if these cemeteries have been around for over 100 years, I'm assuming that the process for putting the bodies in there and what you do to them first is probably different now than it used to be. So, like, I was just real curious as to, like, what do the dead bodies look like underneath the dirt? So I started digging. No, I didn't. I would never. I did not desecrate. I walked on the path, and I chatted, and then we left. After that, it was let's throw this out here. If you've been listening to the podcast for a while, which I am assuming that if you're here, you are the biggest fan that has ever existed of Newnan Time with Harold. You just love this, and you never miss an episode. And I would only say thank you for that. It's great to be the truth. But if you're not that person, I want to point it out that I don't really partake in intoxicating things. I'm on a lot of medicines, type 1 diabetic. I just get so sleepy if I drink, and like THC, again, get so sleepy. I'm not like a pill abuser. I got plenty of pills, and therefore my doctors to give me to make me all better. So I don't like get drunk, and I don't even get tipsy really. Well, I say thee nay, because this was a special occasion, because it was time to really explore what downtown Newnan had to offer as far as adventure goes. So I had already made up my mind that I don't want to say wasn't really going to eat, but was going to make sure I ate something that would keep my blood sugar exactly what I needed it to be. So I ate very boring, bland, and I was going to take my time, of course, drink plenty of water. I think I drink 2 waters in between every drink Just because, again, it's less so because I'm a good person and more so because diabetes is mean. So I would just, bam. We went to Leaf and Bean, where my girl got a drink. I went to, is it Gremlin Growler? No, it's Ace Growlers. Something Growler. What is the Growler over there? Because the Gremlin Growler is just the one in Peachtree City. Or not Peachtree City, the Fayetteville. Yes, Ace Growlers. Went to Ace Growlers. They're low key. Like, I don't understand why more people don't talk about. Every single beer there is really good. Maybe it's because it feels like you're walking in a Kroger when you're in there. Just the tight aisles and the bright lights. Like, it feels like a Kroger with beer. Like, it's just the beer aisle at Kroger. It's got Kroger feel. Cool place. Love it. Delicious. But it's like Kroger. I don't know if I've told you, but it reminds me of Kroger. So I got a beer there, and the girl got her some drinks, and we just doing our thing, you know. We're just drinking and being merry and talking to people. So we decide once we have our drinks that we're gonna walk over to the place that everybody goes to drink, because we were feeling, hey, this is the day after Halloween. It is dead. There's like 4 people in all of downtown Newnan, and we're 3 of them. So we were just gonna chill and see what happens. So we walk over to Line Creek, where there's some live music, but there's only like 4 people there listening to it. 3 of which were me and her. And then we go inside, and it's dead in there, but except for a birthday party. There's a lady having a birthday party, which, dang, if your birthday is the day after Halloween, you are probably a goblin or a Frankenstein monster. A Frankenstein monster. She was very sweet. I talked to her, and she was like, "Oh, are you Harold? I love your butt tree." But I'm assuming that because her birthday is the day after Halloween, probably a Frankenstein monster. See, I was there, and I didn't, attack her and fight her to figure out what kind of creature she was. I was just nice to her. And everybody there, I gotta stop doing that. That could have been a Frankenstein monster that we just let go. So, firstly, I do want to apologize for allowing a Frankenstein monster to get by. There's this shirt at Line Creek Brewery. I don't know if they'll still have it now because Halloween's kind of gone, but there's a Line Creek Brewery shirt that has a spider web on it, and every time we go there, Hanley, my adorable little basket of spiders, is like, "Oh, I want this shirt so bad," but then she talks herself out of it. So if anybody goes to Line Creek and they want to get a gift for my girlfriend to woo her away from me, or to just celebrate how great she is, buy her that shirt, the Line Creek Brewery Reserve spiderweb shirt. That girl wants that shirt. Which I guess what I'm saying is I should go buy her that shirt. But I'm not gonna do that. I don't know. It's like lame for a boyfriend to be like, "Hey, look, I got you a t-shirt." I say that, but I've gotten her like a Jigglypuff shirt. I got her a Hot Mom shirt. I got her some kind of animal, not a puffin, a dugong. A dugong? Yeah, I think it's a dugong. It's a weird sea animal. So I've gotten her shirts, but I don't know. Be like, I'm going to buy you a brewery shirt. I don't know. That doesn't feel like a boyfriend thing. That feels like a trying to steal girlfriend away from boyfriend gifts. So if anybody is hearing this and you want to try to steal her, that shirt is a great place to start. But I used to not like Line Creek. I used to feel that the people there hated you for going there to get beer. I wrote a review about it like a year and a half ago, and honestly, the last year, I don't know if they have different management or they're just hiring differently or they're training differently or just it's a culture shift, but it is a delightful place, and the people that work there are delightful. Just a delightful little neck of the woods, as we say in the woods, which is where I'm at right now. I'm recording from the woods. I just have a microphone and I'm talking to a seashell, which I don't know why a seashell is in the woods, but whatever, M. Night Shyamalan type stuff. So we hang out there for a bit. We're drinking, marrying our way, having a good time, and then we're like, all right, let's go. We don't want to be here anymore. I was trying to talk the girl into getting some food, but she didn't want, we've never been to Carvella's. So I was like, oh, we can go to Carvella's and get pizza. But she's like, I don't really want pizza right now. So we didn't do that. But after that, we went to, for the first time in my life, we went to the pharmacy. And I have heard that there's a secret speakeasy in Newnan, but I didn't know what that meant. Well, it's not even that I didn't know what that meant. It's that I didn't care, right? I did not care to figure out what it is because I know I don't really like to drink. I don't like waiting in line if there's a line. And I don't like speakeasies because I don't know what that word means. It sounds kind of scary. Speak easy. Sorry, everything I do is hard, so whatever. So we went there, and there's like this dark. I won't say exactly where it's at because I don't think I'm supposed to. I think it's supposed to be like a secret. So you have to find it on your own. Google Maps it, or I don't know. What is it? Probably find like Ooh, I was going to say something. I don't want to say that. I'm going to let that joke go. It is not PC. So we went there, and there's a little button on the wall, and Hanley hits it and asks if they're open, and the door opens, and we go into this adorable little place. It's just like 5 chairs and a couch and a bar and itty-bitty little spot. And the lights are nice, the music's the right volume. The bartender is there slaying up some drinks. And we chatted. We started chatting about what the options were. Now, I will say this. It was one of those places, like, at this point, I'm just being me. Like, I am the way that I am, and it's horrible, and I get it. Oh, my goodness. I would hate to hang out with me. And for people that haven't met me yet, when I'm particularly on with my personality, it can be a lot. I've gotten a lot of, well, how much have you been drinking today? And what drugs are you on? Kind of comments when I'm just talking, just trying to entertain myself with conversation. Because, man, what is the point of any of it if you're not entertained? So it was a little bit of, they must have been drinking a lot because listen to this guy talk. But then I was like, well, I'm going to start drinking a lot here in a minute because give me that whiskey and Diet Coke. Because that is, when I used to drink, whiskey and Diet Coke was my Achilles heel. That was, I would suck it right out of his bone marrow, Achilles. So I got me a whiskey and Diet Coke. They had like a big old circle ice cube. And then this dude at the bar started making fun of me for drinking whiskey with Diet Coke versus just straight whiskey. So then him and I started chatting. My perfect girlfriend is there with me, just dealing with my conversations with everybody else. Then it comes out that, this is the Newnan Time with Harold guy. And this dude at the bar, he wasn't the dude that was making fun of me for the whiskey. It was another dude. He's a very quiet dude, just chilling. He was like, wait, are you really him? Can you prove it? And I was like, yeah, here's my phone. Post whatever you want on social media. And it'll show up on the Facebook. Thinking that he'd put like an emoji or hi or something like that. And what he wrote is, I don't remember the exact wording. He wrote, I really wish I'd stop getting fingered at the Buffalo Wild Wings. So if you were following my social media Saturday night, you would have seen that pop up for a few minutes. The Facebook status, I wish I would stop getting fingered at a Buffalo Wild Wings. So I let it sit, like I let it be there for like 30, 45 minutes so the dude at the bar could feel like he, like the thing he posted was funny. And honestly, if you're someone who's getting fingered at a Buffalo Wild Wings and you don't want it to happen anymore, then that's a perfectly normal feeling to have. I would say there are way better places both to eat wings and be fingered. So I understand the sentiment. It just didn't match things about Newnan. So I was like, I got to delete that. That feels not, I didn't like it. It gave me the ick. So we leave there. Great. Ended up being a great place, delightful place. The bartender was great. The people I met were great. It was cute. I don't want to wait in line for places. So if I go back again, it will be at a time where I don't think anyone else is going to be there. So I can have my comfy ass seat. After that, we went to another first place. We went to Below the Neck for my first time. I have never been on the staircase to go down into Below the Neck. It is all a new experience for me. I've talked to the employees because when I did my Alan Jackson Christmas caroling, they popped out from Below the Neck. I'm like, hey, what are y'all doing? And I was like, what do you look like we're doing? We're Christmas caroling and singing Alan Jackson songs in front of the mural. Duh. But a nice place. We weren't there long. It was the most crowded of all the places we went to that Saturday night. But the people there were kind and had a beer. I don't know, I think at a Yingling at that. Some kind of regular old beer that's predictable as far as carbohydrates go. But there's a couch for us to sit on, so we sit on a couch. There's a guy with an LSU jersey, and we talked about football. There was nothing at below the neck that stood out as, I gotta come back here. Now, I know they've done some special events, which I'd be interested in going and being there. But if like every time I went, I would guarantee to get a couch, cool, all right. So again, a bunch of nice people. But not below the neck is not the night I went. It's not like a bam, wow, look at this hidden gem. It was like, okay, cool, that's fine. So at this point, yeah, I'm a little tipsy, right? So it's like, all right, cool. And I say that in the most non-judgmental way, because if you're someone who loves to get tipsy and you are tipsed out of your gosh darn fanny pack, I do not judge you for that. Much. Don't judge you much. After that, the girl and I went to the Alamo in Newnan to do some dancing. Dead. Not really anybody there. Each got a beer. I tried to get the Chatty Men of Newnan beer that they have there, but they were out. So I got something else that wasn't as good. And the Alamo has been a place where, not because of the people who work there, but just bad things. Like, I don't have a lot of great memories there. It's been around a lot. I've been there with a lot of different people, a lot of different situations, as has my Hanley. And so it's not like a place that we go and we're like, dang, this place has got so many lovely memories attached to it, and I'm so glad I'm here. But we went there, and I was like, let's dance. So we danced to a few songs. She's like a hot girl, right? And I'm like, me. So I'm not good at hot girl dance. I don't know what to do. Like, she has a butt and stuff, and I'm just a tall squid. So I had a great time there. It's cool for me, but I would think for girls, like, going to the Alamo, is it miserable? Like, I don't know how it works. What is like the equivalent of being a hot girl and going to the Alamo where everybody wants to sleep with you, and all you have to do is have a butt, and you're like the best person in the whole place. What is the Herald equivalent of that? I don't know yet. I'll figure it out, and I'll get back to you, and I'll do a whole podcast called The Equivalent of Dat Booty. But for now, I don't have that information. So then we get home safely, of course, and we get to snuggling time, and then, like, my blood sugar starts crashing and going super high, and my whole rest of my night is spent trying to correct my blood sugar because I drank too much alcohol. So the moral of the story is, even if you drink alcohol and drink water between it and don't get slam jam millionaired, it is very important to watch your blood sugar during it. So take care of your bodies. But it was fun. What I liked so much about it is that I've been trying to make a big effort as this person that I am, who's lived in Newnan for nigh on 15 months. No, I don't know. What does nigh on mean? Isn't that like nigh on 9 years? I've lived in Newnan a bunch of time. A bunch. Years and years and years. Like a bunch. I'm 36 now. It's been a bunch. And there's all these places that I haven't not gone to, and I'm trying to knock them out. So it was a very fun adventure to just be like, me and my girl, we gonna go knock out some of these places. So below the neck, first time. Pharmacy, first time. Alamo, dancing. Hadn't done that forever. And there just wasn't a lot of people. So it was cool. So I guess what I'm trying to say is there's a big old difference, my friends, in going to downtown Newnan on a night where it's popping. And if that's your thing, that's your thing. You go at it and you pop that booty all over the people that are everywhere. But if it's not your thing, I would suggest, find you a time, maybe on a holiday weekend, where it is kind of dead in downtown Newnan, and go and take your time experiencing these places. Because what it highlights is that the management and the employees and the drinks and the atmosphere are all pretty, like, downtown Newnan's kind of banging. It's the locals that can ruin it and make it feel like, damn, this ain't banging at all. This is hanging out to dry. Like a crappy, dirty sock. So instead of hanging out to dry like a crappy, dirty sock, be there when it's banging. And invite me. I would love to come and be part of that. We also went trick-or-treating the day before in downtown Newnan, and it was crazy. But I don't think you guys care about that. Do you care about that? Nah, you don't care about that. Anyways, we are done for today's episode. This episode is just a shout-out, basically, to these places in Newnan that I want to say, cool, pretty cool place. You did a good job. Of course, you can find me at Newnan Time with Harold on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, NoonanTimeWithHarold.com. Newnan Podcasts with Harold is how you listen into this right now. And of course, you can hire my entertainment company and we'll do things. We do all kinds of fun things for venues. That is highspiritsentertainment.com. Otherwise, I think it's time to butter up myself, roll up in some dough, and get baked into a nap.
I die.